All right, guys. Here's your next update. As we discussed last week, I'm going to start throwing in the main props. I have thrown in most of them throughout the week. Everything is still on track. Everything's still looking good. Once again, I'm going to run it through like I did last week and just let you see the different additions while I am speaking in the microphone. So, enjoy, and here's your newest update. Let me go ahead and get the headset on and get it started up, and we'll get it going. Once I get done with the props, the next step is going to be to add in the actual NPC that I'm going to utilize inside of the training area. And NPC is a non-playable character. It's just going to be, someone to give guidance as, how they're supposed to move around and stuff within the firehouse area. So, yeah, all that's going to be good, and then from there we'll jump into coding. But I'll get into all that after we see the update. So, um, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's getting to the cool part of the project to where things are actually fun to work on. Pretty much right now, I'm doing I guess you'd call it interior design. I really don't care for interior design, so I'm trying to hurry up and get it all done and over with. Um, I'm just waiting for this headset to boot up. It's taking its time right now for some reason. All right, so it's booted up, and we will go ahead and we will run it. So let's do this. All right, so as you can see, I've shut the door. We're no, like I said, I'll add the cars and stuff when I do the coding, but for the most part, they're just going to be running around inside of here, and there is no collider on the truck, so you can still run through it. I've got to do some things to it, but I've actually added a locker room. It's got all the lockers and then the gear and stuff. It's even got dumbbell and some treadmills. Over here we got a snack machine, and then the bathrooms we've got the sinks and the radiator and the toilets, all that good junk. I even added the little plaques on the walls to designate between men and women. But yeah, that's the locker room. From the locker room, I've added in a storage room. Inside of here, we've got some small props, stuff like that. Now, all the small stuff like clocks on the wall, stuff like that, that's the simple stuff that'll come in later. I'm adding in these major props right now to kind of designate the certain areas. Over here, I guess you'd call this a rec room. There's a kitchen, dining table, chairs, TV, all that good nonsense. And then over here, you've got your office. I haven't added any office chairs or anything, but you got a couple lockers, American flag, your dispatch table, all that good stuff. So, like I said, the main props right now are just pretty much to designate where each area is, and it'll make it easier to move forward. Now, let me stop, and I'm going to change the scene to the house scene, and so you can see what's been going on in the house. Now, also, if you look right here, you can see we're running at perfection when it comes to frames per second. Normal frames per second are 45 to 60 frames per second. We're running double that at 92. So everything is still good to go. Everything is beautiful. Now, inside of here, let's go inside of here. All right. So this is the burning house. Now, I haven't added any of the burning things, and I've actually got to scale the character down to go with the assets. But I added a bed in here. Like I said, this is just to get the main area situated. Another one in there. Come down the stairs. We've got, bookcases, couches, all that good junk. Move inside of here. This over here is going to be it's the kitchen, which, like I said, you can tell I kind of need to scale the character down just a little bit. Um, Now, over here, we've got a bathroom with the toilets and the shower, all that good stuff. Over here, I'm kind of stumped on what to do with this. I'll figure it out because, as you can see, this house it's got 2 bedrooms upstairs, it's got the kitchen, it's got the garage, I'm calling this the living room / dining room area. Over here, I'll probably make this into a kid's playroom or some kind of den or something like that. Back over here, I was thinking about doing this into a rec room, which will be, good to go. But I don't want to overload it with too much stuff. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this could be in an abandoned house that's burning down. So we're just going to get some minor stuff in here and get it to where it's burning, and we can move forward. So, like I said, the backgrounds and all that, all the nav meshes have been rebaked to include the props. All the lighting schemes have been redone to include the props. Now, I am going to put a car in here, but it's just going to be inside the garage. There's really not going to be anything that goes with this. So, yeah, we'll get some more props in here. We'll get some fire going in here and smoke. Now, I am thinking that on how we can do the positive pressure as far as the fan and all that good stuff to relieve the smoke. What I think we can do is we can probably destruct a hole in the ceiling, like right up here somewhere, and then we can throw the fan in the front door because the back door does not open. I'd have to go in and do a lot of extra stuff to get it to do that. So we can just run the fan here and stuff like that. I'm also probably going to pull the fire truck up inside of here to where we can run the hoses and stuff all through here, and they can put it all out and all that. Now, like I said, we're doing the dark scheme in the background, and I'm going to change the lighting from the sun as well because I want the VFX, the fire, the particles, the embers, the smoke, all that. I want it to pop. It'll pop in daylight, but it's not going to pop as well as it would at nighttime. So, yeah, everything's, like I said, everything's going smoothly. Everything's going good. Now, one thing I'm going to test, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this. I know that they do a 360 when they show up on the property. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add what's called a collider on each corner of this house. All right, when they go around and they hit each collider, doing a 360 on the house, that is what it'll test for. If they go around and they don't go all the way around, guess what? It's going to tell them they failed on doing the 360 on here. Now, I've got a couple other ways that I'm going to do some tests inside of here, especially with the roof area and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just one way I'm going to test for certain things. So I just want to get you guys in the loop and stuff like that. Let me take this off and stop this. Alright, so from here, the next step in the layer is going to be, like I said, adding that one NPC, starting some code, finishing in props, stuff like that, getting the shaders for the fire, getting the actual fire particles, and all that good stuff ready. Once that's done, then it'll be on. I'll start adding some code, and we're good on our time frames. We're gonna make good time. I'm really hoping that we have at least 2 extra weeks. That'll give myself and Chris 6 weeks to come up with the pitch. So there it is. There's your update for this week. If you have any bitches, moans, gripes, complaints, questions, anything of that nature, feel free to give me a call, text me, anything like that. Thanks, and you guys have a great weekend. Goodbye.